World, you're needed in the dean's office.
Yo, it's your boy Dean.
Tim.
Teran.
Got another episode of the Dean's Office. I know we not consistent. I know, but hey, we here. So
I wouldn't say we're not consistent. We have a life, right? But a lot of us got a lot of things going on in our life, so we wasn't able to give the people what they've been asking for the past couple of months. So I wouldn't say we're not consistent. I just say because of the time. The time we don't have for each other, so I think that's what it is.
So
what do you think, Terrell?
So I just think, man, we rather put out quality rather than quantity.
Oh, that's what that is.
We want to make sure our stuff have substance, not fluff. You know?
Good answer to the person that procrastinate. All right, so we have a good episode like always. So what brought us to the table or brought us, to drop this episode, the election is coming up, right? And I think that's very important. We were involved with this cycle of an election a little bit closer than we normally do because during the primaries, we had someone we knew that was running for a council seat for the city of Miami Gardens. So we was a little bit more involved and paying attention to, how people are voting. And it was a low voters turnout compared to how many registered voters that the city of Miami Gardens have. And it kind of, brought up a discussion. And within that process, something that's very important, that's going to be historical if it does happen, is Kamala Harris becoming the president, the first black female to be a president of the United States. And within that process, I'm not saying she's going to get it. I'm just saying if she does it, it would be something historic. And within that conversation, President Obama came out because it's been trending in polling that black men are not supporting Kamala for whatever reason. And he gave probably 5-minute speech. He gave a 5-minute speech on why he doesn't understand why that black man have a hard time voting for her, and we also seen Roland Martin. He just kind of was discussing some things about the debunking some of the ideas and the myths about her and black men, black women, and so forth. So my question to you: do you think that do black men have a valid reason for not wanting to vote for her, and do you think her not having the support of like she does of the black women, will that hurt her chances of winning the election?
I think for me, I'll start, and I know Teran has a lot of valuable information. Just coming from my perspective, I don't believe black males are ready to have a woman lead them in anything. Right? As we've been trained and taught and brought up and showed. Who's supposed to run the household? A black man, right? Or men supposed to run the household. Not to say that women are not capable of doing it. I just believe if we go back in time, they're just not ready to see a woman to lead the country in the way it needs to be. They figure they don't know what their needs are. They figure that their perspective on what their priorities are will be a little bit different than what a black male perspective or priority would be. So I'm thinking they're trying to back away from that because it says I'd rather have somebody who's not going to do anything for me or pretend he's going to do something for me as opposed to having a female black president. But I can discuss a little bit more, but I would love to hear from you, Terrell.
I know. And before you jump in, another take they have for women is they can't lead because they're emotional.
Yeah.
I think so. Here's my thought on everything. I think we do generally accept women as higher ups or in leadership positions. I'm just thinking back my own professional experiences. I've had many of female bosses, all the way up to vice presidents. Even the CEO of my current company right now is a woman. And we do see like now as we've progressed more, women getting more equal jobs. We see women in politics. We see women that has, I guess, esteemed positions. What I think is impacting Kamala is Joe Biden wasn't. I think it's her attachment to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden wasn't a strong candidate for black people because of all the quips and things that he did while he was running and throughout his time in office. Example, when he went on the Breakfast Club and had that, I guess, misquote or misspeak, saying that if you don't vote for me,
You ain't black.
You ain't black.
Yeah.
That was strike one with black people. When he was running, a lot of people brought up the fact that he was one of the architects of the 94 crime bill, the crime bill that put a lot of black men away for very petty crimes and caused a lot of broken homes, and caused what they thought black people to further go down the tunnel of being in poverty. And then, coincidentally, when he got in office, inflation went up. Now, obviously, it's because of what happened with COVID. But inflation goes up. That means things are more expensive. And the number one thing that black men value, even the black community, is economic status. So if it's a president there who isn't allowing a lot of economic status, they're not going to associate him with. And the reason why people love Bill Clinton so much is because I think he was one of the most impactful economic-wise for like the whole United States. I think he had the most employed. But there's like a whole bunch of economic stats that he did. That's why people loved him.
And he also left, when he left the presidency, he left the state in a surplus.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So money talks, especially in our community. So I think her association with him also, bam, another negative. And then thirdly, what I think is hurting her is she doesn't have a strong position to counteract all those things and extinguish herself as to why she should be president. It can't be, I'm a woman, vote for me. It can't be Donald Trump racist. Like all those things, you over a while, if you keep on using it, you start to develop a callus for it. And you don't, like, you want, okay, tell me something new. Like, I can handle racism on my own. Like, you know what I mean? Don't tell me about that. Like, what can you do? And she has to somehow specifically prove, I don't know if that's going on more podcasts and talking specifically about what she wants to do. I don't know how she can do it, but to me, that's what's happening to her right now.
See, but you sound just like people who don't. You sound just like people who don't understand politics, who doesn't pay attention to politics, and just focus on the person, right? So in your mind, it's who it is you're voting for. You got to think about it. Name a time, name a president that black people were successful under.
I just said it, Bill Clinton. People feel like they were successful under him.
No, but you're giving me the overall. That wasn't targeted to the black community. Just the overall.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
But hear what you're saying. You're asking what can they do for the black community, but then you go to a point of someone who did something for everyone.
No. Can I just explain that? It's two different things what you're saying. I'm not saying Bill Clinton did that specifically for the black people.
And that's
hold on, wait. I'm not saying he did that specifically for black people. What I'm saying is black people and generally everyone associated with him because he had a strong economic presence. Because he has a strong economic presence, the black community responds to them feeling like they have more economic freedom. So that's why they're associated with him being a great president. That's what I'm saying.
But if you, again, I don't know the numbers to it. I don't think the ownership or anything was more so than with Bill Clinton than any other. I don't think there have been a compared to what the black community want and compared to where we at. I don't see any president that we had where you say, "Hey, boo, this was the time. This was the time for the black community." Is what I'm saying. So now I think you're asking, you're telling us, oh, we don't want you to hear, because you're a woman or so forth or whatever. The policies that Donald Trump, because again, when Donald Trump was president, really, what impact did he have? right? Because you had to go all the way to Bill Clinton. Then on top of that, Donald Trump saying he's going to be back in there. He have not explained not one of his policy. If you have been paying attention to politics and listening to their speeches and having them talk, he have not explained anything that he's going to do. He's just keep telling you, I'm going to save you, I'm going to save you, I'm going to do this, but there's not a plan. Life, the government don't work like that. There's steps into how you can achieve certain plan. That's how you have to break it down to what are you going to use. Like her stating that for her to help middle class business owner own business and so forth like that, she's telling you we're going to tax the rich, the 1% and so forth. Like there's hold on, but what I'm saying, there is actual plan of what she's going to do to at least achieve the goals that she's saying she's having. So I think for me, I think it's more than just saying she's not telling me what she's going to do. And then on top of that, again, that's why I'm saying you don't understand. Like, you're speaking, not you, but I'm just saying people that make those comments speaking, they're like, oh, why can't you make this change now? Because if everyone that works for somebody, have you not been on a job and you are second in command and you wanted something to change? Could you change it? Also for me, no, right? So she's not it's one thing if you'd have told me that she's the president and nothing, but she can't. That's like you going out and saying something negative about your boss. We all know she can't come out and say, yeah, Biden X, Y, and Z. Because again, that's still that's still your boss, your supervisor, whatever verb you want to use. So what I'm saying is, I think it's more than just the policies and information. Because again, they're not aware of what's going on because you're not paying attention to the politics.
But I think just to go along with Terrell was saying is, because they associated her so much with Biden, they're feeling a little bit we're going to be going back and doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. And at one point, she was on The View. They had an opportunity to ask her, so what would you do differently if you had a chance to do something differently under Biden? And she said, pretty much, I can't really think of nothing right now. Then when you watch the show later on, she said, you know what I would probably do differently? I would have Republicans in my cabinet. Now, if she'd have came out and said that first,
that's an honest answer.
No, Box, listen to what I'm saying. I know you're saying it's an honest answer, but what are we trying to do now? Just like Terrell was saying, yes, you keep telling us, I want to flip the page on the government, on the politics and everything. I want to be different. I want to be that. But when somebody asks you a question on how you're going to be different, you couldn't explain it right away.
Yeah, and that's the thing is,
but because hold on. So if somebody tell you, because it's different. If somebody come to you and say, hey, what's your top favorite moments of 2025, right? Or what you think you should have did different in 2000, because it's a broad 3 years. So again, in her head, the bigger policies, I think because if you go back, a lot of the things that she was working on doing, she achieved, and she felt
but I'm listen to what I'm saying. When you and we can go to everybody who's talking about, when you have a campaign manager, they find out what is the problem, like what people are uncertain about when it comes to me, right? I'm going on The View. You know they're going to ask you different questions. I'm going on these different podcasts. You got to be prepared for that. Because, this is what I'm saying. You're not getting what I'm saying. So
I do, because you're not getting what she's saying.
Box, I understand that. You always can say, we did a lot together, but here is how I'm going to be different. That's what I'm saying. Yes, you can do that.
No, but but you're not hearing what I'm saying. If you're telling me, because you're telling me, y'all talking about economics, they're telling you there's a job growth. They're telling you that inflation is going down. We know there's a certain reason why certain things are happening. But she's even stating.
But Box, they don't do a good job.
Listen. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're asking me a question and I think we did fairly well, you want me just to lie and tell you something?
No, Box. Listen to what I'm saying. Yes, we did great with the economics. Yes, we did all these things. Yes, we worked on the border. But what is different? What are you going to bring in that's going to be different? Because people do not like what Joe Biden is doing. There's a lot of people, as he's now, when it comes to the popular poll, a lot of people are not satisfied with what Joe Biden are doing. When it comes to the problem with the border, who do they blame that on? They blame it on Kamala Harris.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. So
But she told you what she'll do. But she
didn't come out and say what would she have done differently.
But that's my this is what I'm talking about. We're not paying attention to the details. Biden and Kamala did something for the. Hold on, listen what I'm saying. Biden and Harris actually proposed and had a bill to put in there to address the border issue. Donald Trump went to the Republicans and told them not to vote. So again, if you ask me, you're saying there's an issue with the border. I'm not gonna come in and tell you, oh, I'm gonna do this different. Where I did something while we
but you not understand what I'm saying, Box.
You not listening to what you're saying.
No, I'm saying listen. We agreed on the economic part. We agree on what happened with the border. We agree on all these things. They just said, what would you have done differently?
Nothing.
And the only thing she said, Box, listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish first. Just like what the best part she said was, in order for us to be a more bipartisan people, I would have put Republicans inside the cabinet. If you were to start off with that, that's the difference right there. It's not about the policy. It's not about all these other things. We're saying, how are you going to be different?
Yes, but no, that's two different things.
No, it's not.
Let me explain you what two different things is, right? If you come to me and say, hey, is there anything that you did over the past 3 years that you would have done differently, right? And I said, okay, I think we pushed a lot of things. We did some good things. And then you come to me and say, hey, what are you going to do when you become president differently? Right? So meaning I'm telling you what I did in the past was, well, this is what the extra stuff I'm going to do because I'm the president. That's two different things, because when you talk about the past, that's something you want to change and you made a mistake. That's like me saying what mistake you want to correct or what you're going to do once you get your new job. Those are two different things, is what I'm telling you. Because if you're asking me about the past, I'm telling you, I think we did everything possible to improve this country. And the numbers state, if you go look at the economic numbers, it's telling you, look at the border, it's telling you that we have improved it. So I wouldn't do anything. The things that we did, I was fine with. So now if you're asking me, so when I become president, what's some things that you're going to do to kind of add to that or add to piggyback off of that? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more Republicans. But those are two different things.
That's the question, Box. They put it up in the air. Listen,
the question was, anything you would change.
But Box,
and she said none.
But this is what I'm saying, Box. If you look at it, that's a change you want to do. You're not saying if you put more Republicans, that's not a change?
No, that's two different things.
That's a change.
That is two different things. If what I'm saying is, if you told me all the things you did when you was in ninth grade, is there anything in ninth grade which you do different? Right? If you think you did well in ninth grade, if you think you got all A's in ninth grade, you can be like, nah. Right? So now, but then when I say, when you go to 10th grade, what are the things you're going to do? Because now the situation changed. I am no longer just a ninth grader. I'm moving. Same thing. I'm no longer the vice president. So again, her role in what she's doing, the role of what she's going to do is going to change. So these are some of the things I'm going to add on to it. Those are two different things, is what I'm telling you.
So let's listen to what we're trying to get back here to saying, right? I want to win the black man vote. Under Biden, the black men feel like their voices wasn't heard. They feel they didn't prosper. They feel like they didn't do anything. So how are you going to convince me as a black man that you're going to do something different?
And then my question would be to you is, under what president? Because again, reference points. If you're telling me, right, at some point, because see, this is the thing about it. You have an option. You only have two options. That's a whole different conversation, but that's the issue with the government, right? You only have two options. They're telling you that's all you can vote for, right? So what I'm saying to you is, you're asking something of this black woman that no other person have done, right? No other person was able to accomplish what you're asking. Then now what you're saying is, because you can't do what nobody else could do, I'm going to hold it against you and not vote.
I'm going to push back on that. I think my favorite president of all time, Barack Obama. I feel like he came in on a strong message that Obamacare was strong. He came and sold hope, and he had it clear what he wanted to do. Even Trump, when he was in 2016, he had it clear what he wanted to do. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm waiting to hear what you say he did.
That's what I'm saying. He said, I want to build a wall. I want to do immigration. I want to repeal all this certain things, or whatever the case would be.
Did nothing. He did one thing.
That's what I'm saying. But hold on. I'm saying going into it.
Yes,
hold
on. I'm gonna let you finish what I mean, because you just gave an example of what Obama did, said he's gonna do, and he did. So I'm just saying, making sure that you do the same.
No. What he's saying is
the
reason why he want. No. Listen, Tavares, we can. I'm going to tell you my vision and my plan. You don't know what's going to happen afterwards.
But we do. We do though.
But Tavares, if you run, both of us are running on a stance. I'm telling you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah. Kamala Harris going to come in right now. So you know what? I'm going to make sure that we have affordable housing. I'm going to make sure that everybody walk away with more money in their pocket and whatnot. How are we going to know if that's going to come true or not?
No, but let me ask you a question.
Am I right or wrong, Tavares?
Because I'm going to answer your question.
Go ahead.
Harris, we don't know. She's going to make a promise, right? And we don't know if she's going to keep it or not, right? That's what y'all saying. Correct? Mm-hmm. So Donald Trump is going to make a promise. We have evidence of him making a promise and not keeping it. But it's not like we're voting Obama in and going at where we know what he did. We have record we have record of him in there, and he said he's gonna do. Only thing he went in there he did that he said he was gonna do was one is the Roe versus Wade, while him appointing those
and what did
judge,
he do?
Hold on, Judge. He said he's gonna do that, and the next one was cutting the taxes for the rich. Other than that, everything else he said he did not do. So what I'm saying, that's why I was saying, if you're gonna say, because again, we don't know what she's gonna do, but we know what he was gonna do because he showed us.
Hold on, but that's look. I'm not here to defend Donald Trump.
I'm not saying you is.
Can I finish? I'm not here to defend Donald Trump. I'm just explaining the landscape as to why people are willing to go with him. Before, like I said, the number one thing that talks is economic growth. The stock market grew exponentially under Donald Trump.
That's not true. You keep show. I'm telling you, it's not true.
I'll put it up right now.
Yes, put it. I'm telling you, it's not true. Go carry on.
The inflation numbers under Donald Trump was very minimal compared to what
COVID. We all knew after COVID, that's when everything jumped. That's what I'm saying. You're stating things on fit because again, when you're paying attention to the political realm of what's going on, you're not going off of stuff which you feel. I'm asking y'all to tell me when have a time that we've been successful within any president that we have. So now you're asking of her to do something that no other president have done. That's what I'm saying. Yes, and what it's telling me is they don't care about what she's gonna do. It's about their feeling towards her. It's how they feel towards her versus Donald Trump. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You're stating stuff that's not.
I'm telling you the biggest reason why, because she's a woman. That's the only reason why they feel this way. I'm saying. No, but get what I'm saying. When you listen to a lot of her interviews and talk about her policies and stuff, a lot of them are not clear, right?
Yes.
No, they're not, Box. Because even when it comes to coming down all of this, how much they're gonna Box? Understand what I'm saying? Listen, what I'm saying. Oh, I'm gonna help small businesses. Oh, I'm gonna help this.
She's gonna do it.
But what does that cost the government? What is that gonna cost overall?
What is it? Tell me what it said. Tell me what it was. Tell you. She said for her to that help the small business to get that money, that 1%, right? Because now she's gonna. You keep doing it. She's telling you. She said that she's gonna do that increase. I'm telling you, she's gonna do on the gains tax. That's when you gain off of like any of your investments or anything, gains tax or like that. She's gonna tax them. She said she's gonna. So that's a direct.
No,
they're saying it's gonna cost you. No, you hold on. You asked me.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you. She said she's gonna help small businesses, and they say where the money gonna come from. She said I'm gonna take the money when we increase the taxes on them. I'm gonna take that money and then funnel it to help small businesses. That's not a plan.
It's still going to cost the government money. That's not going to get enough, or whatever she put on there. It's not going to be enough to take care of all small businesses. It's not.
You're saying that the way you feel.
It's not. It's not
you,
because I
how
feel
do you know-
anything.
Yes,
it's not.
how
It's
do
not
you
a
know?
feel
When
because
have it happened?
So the numbers lined up. Do the numbers line up and show you how to break down?
Do you know the numbers? You don't know the numbers.
Oh my goodness,
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so look, this is
So what up? This
Nah,
is what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
Just go ahead.
This is
Y'all speaking on feelings.
look, this is financial markets under from Biden from Obama to Trump to Biden. So this is what it is. So pretty much it's saying it reached record highs during Trump presidency, but crashed as markets reacted to the pandemic, wiping out all the gains made under Trump. However, the financial markets recovered to above pre-pandemic levels by the time Trump left office in 2021. They have continued to grow under Mr. Biden, and although there have been recent wobbles, they have reached record levels under his administration as well.
And go look at and this is what I'm saying. Go look at when Obama, it was on a increase, a trajectory of going improving. So it was already heading in that direction. Only thing Trump did was jump on that wave. He jumped on that wave and he was going up, and what set him back, because he would have finished at the top, and it would have just kept continue going. But we had the pandemic. The pandemic dropped it, and then anything, regardless, and I'm not even giving Biden the credit for it, because it dropped so low. Basically, it had no choice but to improve under Biden. That's what I'm saying. Like the impact that we have, the impact that you think the president have is not what it is. And I think for what's going on right now, it's all about persona. We do not. We men.
I think
the black man is struggling with that because they don't want to deal with a woman being in charge. Go look at all the podcasts. Look at social media. Every time you scroll and every time you move, you see black men and women arguing about how the black man don't love the black woman, or the black woman don't love the black man. That's the narrative that you go down social media, and most people base their life on what they see through social media. That's what I'm saying.
But what the point we were trying to make is, in order for Kamala to have, because to be honest with you, I think Kamala, I think Hillary's on the brink. She was close. She was close to winning.
Prime example.
Hold on. She was close to winning that election. What brought her down was it was two stories that really brought her down. One, the fact that she stole money from Haiti. People didn't want to get over it. Like Haitians didn't want to vote for her. Black people stopped voting for her because of that reason. And then two, she had the whole scandal where
emails and stuff.
When she revealed the emails, and then like more conservative people thought that she might have had an issue with that.
Listen what you saying. Hold on. I'm not arguing. See, but that's my.
You can't tell people how to feel.
Yes, but this is. Thank you.
I'm gonna ask somebody. Would that be important to you? If somebody who is running for president, and for those who we have someone who's behind the camera who's Haitian American.
No, she's actually Haitian.
What? That's the same thing. She's an American that's Haitian. She was born in Haiti, my boy. That's what I'm telling you. You're American.
Yeah.
No, but remember we had this conversation. Hold on.
Hold on, time out.
Everything, no. If the sky blue, no, it's not blue. It's a different sky blue.
OD, what did I tell? What conversation we had the other day?
Oh my goodness.
I say, what do you classify yourself? Because No. Remember what I asked you? I said, is it a different in verbiage? Because when you have your parents, hold on. When your parents is born in Haiti, but you're born in American, most of those say I'm a Haitian American. I'm Haitian American.
Hey.
But for someone that was,
you went out of the country right now, and you had to show your passport. What passport are you showing?
Because I became an American citizen.
But what passport?
I only have an American passport.
Okay, and then so you're an American, so you're a Haitian American.
no, but actually, but Kate would say she Haitian American too, but it's but she wasn't born in Haiti. You have to identify. Those are two different things. That your parents being Haitian and you being born, she know what it is to be from the country, from the land. She know what it's a different. Don't get mad. See, this is what I'm trying to. I'm here. Hey, listen, hold on, pause for a second. My Dean's Office family. This is what I'm here for. See, they overlook the details, and I do not.
No, he just like to overtalk people.
This is why they're upset.
That's the only problem.
I would not allow them to to overlook the details.
No, it's not.
That's you deter from the point. I want to ask a question. I don't care. Okay, you hate shit. I'm fine. Listen, my question is: in 2016, when you heard that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton stole $4 million from Haiti when they had to go through all that earthquake, did it not impact you? Saying that I don't know if I trust her or whatever. That's what I'm telling you. You can't tell people how to feel based on what they've experienced from someone. So that's that. Like, and Hillary lost by
You making my point.
thousands,
You
less than
making my
millions
point.
of votes. Imagine if that stain wasn't on her.
You making my point.
No, we
She would've won.
Tavares,
No, you're making my point.
Tavares, we're
How?
basically saying the same thing.
I'm gonna let them finish.
Listen,
My bad.
we're basically saying the same thing, right? The reason why Donald Trump know he can win, he's gonna start saying negative stuff, derogatory stuff against her, so most people second guess her ability and quality of being a president.
She's not the
What,
strongest candidate.
what I'm saying
Cool,
is,
but she ain't the strongest.
no, what I'm saying.
hold
Listen,
on,
listen. What I'm saying is, what she has to do. All I'm saying is, she has to do is just show people like she got to keep proving herself, just like a lot of females have to prove themselves all the time. That you can run the country, that you can run the business, that you can run all the household, all these other things. She have to constantly show that she can do this and she's capable of doing it.
Can I finish my point, please? I'm going to
Go
finish
ahead.
my point. I only said that to say this, right? Hillary Clinton had that stain. You just said it impacted you a little bit. When it comes to the black men, Kamala has the same stain.
Kamala.
Kamala has
Trump, is that you? Trump, is that you?
Kamala has the same stain.
Yep.
Now, some might have been what's the word? Exaggerated to what she did, but there was too many people that she put in jail that came out that was let go, set free, and they said that she had this evidence before, and it all happened to be black men. That story got to the black community.
But it's not true. That wasn't true though.
Oh my!
telling you.
We don't say it's
Dude,
true or
what
not.
I just say?
We didn't say it was true or not.
I just prefaced it with did I not just say that, right? I said some of it was exaggerated, but too many black men came out who she prosecuted said
Y'all proved
that
my
she-
point.
You're not proving
Oh,
how we're proving your
how?
point.
No,
then
I want y'all-
not
I
even on
want
top
you
of
to
that.
Finish. No, I want y'all to finish, and I'm gonna tell you why y'all proving my point.
How we prove
Go
the
ahead,
point?
go.
Go
Nah,
ahead.
go finish
No,
your thought.
go ahead. Because all I'm telling you, it's a perception. Kamala Harris has a perception problem with black males. That's the only problem. They can go back and say, hey, when I was under Trump, I was doing this. Hey, when I was under Obama, I was doing this. Hey, when I was under Bush, I was doing this. Clinton, I was doing this. They can go down the line and list. They only because she's a woman, no matter what she's gonna say, is not gonna deter them to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and vote for her. They rather go with what everybody say he's gonna do and what they perceive they have received under him, and say, hey, we were flourishing and he was looking out for us. Because when he talks about stuff, he exaggerates about everything. Oh, I gave the black schools the most money of any other president, which I know he did not. But what I'm saying is now, when he sit down in front of the black people, what is he telling them?
Sound angry to me.
No, I'm saying when he sit down in front of the black people, what is he saying? Man, I did so much for the black people. I did this, I did that, I did this, which is lies. Being here, we know what type of world we living in. People rather go on lies than go and research the information for themselves. Regardless if we go to Roland Martin, regardless if we go to CNN, NSBC, and what is it, MSNBC?
MSNBC.
But regardless of what they are, they shooting facts. They don't want to hear that. Because you know why? He's constantly going out and start telling the narrative, and the people are believing his narrative. All I am saying is she just has to do a little bit more and sell that point to see how she's going to be different and why they should continue doing her. That's my only thing.
And that's my point. The whole y'all to come around, you put your hands up to come around the whole circle. Y'all just named. She talked about Hillary, right? Prime example, because we can't say it's black woman. It's just a woman because she was white. Harris is black, both women, right? So then you called out key things that would turn them off of them, right? But Donald Trump got 10 things that each person would. Because if I ask you, do you agree with sexually assaulting people, right? Which he admitted on tape saying that he just grabbed women by Ulali, right? We don't care. He's being sued. He's found liable in court for some of the things that he did. So and my point is, we do not care who he is as a person, right? We don't care who he is as a person. We're gonna vote for him. He was president before, and he didn't uphold anything that he said he was gonna do, other than the two things that I mentioned, is the overturn of Roe v. Wade and cutting the taxes for the rich, right? For the rich, corporation and rich. Did not do anything else that he said he was going to do that would have impacted people as far as the border or anything. The same things issue that you're saying that people care about. He didn't do any of those things. But we're going to overlook all that and say, I know he didn't do anything. He done showed me everything. We know he ain't going to do it, but we're still going to vote because what I was getting back to, they do not care what she is saying. She's a black woman, and they do not want her to be in power. You're pointing out key things about her that Donald Trump have probably 5 more, but we don't care. We overlook that. Then you say black men say, hey, you ain't doing this. No, they don't care. Black men. That's why I told you at no point no black man can't go to any president, no matter who it is, and say, hey, when he was president, we was winning, we was so forth or whatever. That's why I am saying, right, no matter what you tell me or what you saying, the turmoil that she's having with the black man is just a simple fact. They don't want a woman. That's why Hillary did, because Hillary had everything. Hillary had the back end, because she won the popular vote. So now she had everything going, and they couldn't get it, right? Now you have Harris going in, and she's gonna go through the same thing. I think the best thing that they did, which I think I think it was their plan from jump, was letting Biden go through the primaries and getting in, and nobody was going to challenge him, and then at the last minute pulling out, so it allowed for Harris to be put in the forefront without having to go through all that being beat up by her own people. So I think for me, regardless of what happens, she's not going to be elected just the simple fact that she's a woman.
And then I don't know. That's what I opened up the podcast with. I just said they
but you started pointing to things about her, and I'm telling you, it's just a woman.
Listen,
you started talking about her policies.
Listen, Box.
I think he was trying to give a solution to what he thinks she could do to overcome it.
That's what I'm saying. See, that was
which is what and this is my whole thing. If we can summarize my whole point of whatever, 'cause I know we probably had time. We had 37 minutes. So this can summarize my whole take in a snippet right here.
Go ahead, Trump.
So me personally, I've been voting Democrat all my life. I will continue to vote Democrat. I can't see myself voting Republican because Republicans that party don't seem to make my type of people feel safe. Every time I go on the comments on Twitter, there's always some type of racist stuff. Oh, black people always do this, and whatever the case may be. Can't see myself over there. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I will continue to. But what I will do is have a clear view of what we can do in order to be better. And what I'm saying in Kamala's case,
just call it
Harris,
Vice President
Harris.
Harris.
Say Vice President Harris.
in Vice President Harris's case. In Vice President Harris's case,
Trump, is that you?
The one thing you can't tell people what to do is how to react to how someone make them feel, right? The reason why I brought up the whole Haiti thing with the Haitian here, not Haitian American, the Haitian that's sitting here, is the reason why I brought that whole thing up is because.
Thank you, boy. She sounds just like you.
Hey, you see how he emphasized the Haitian here.
He stopped short of saying the Haitian that like to eat pets.
I was trying to. Hey, listen.
Hey, he stopped short of saying the Haitian that's sitting here that like to eat people pets.
Hey, listen. I was trying to classify as a Haitian American. I'm told you not. Oh, like whatever. But no. What I'm saying is, like how that made her feel probably was different from me. To me, I was probably like, oh, that's not true, whatever. It ain't impact me as much. I had some empathy, but it ain't sway my vote. You get what I'm saying? or a conservative who felt like who's very strong on foreign policy, like Republicans, that's a big thing for them, foreign policy, being from your country,
And abortion.
and all that stuff like that. Like they feel differently about that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is helping or trying to help her gain that vote back is what I'm saying. She needs to do is understand people are going to associate you, whether it's right or wrong, with Biden. Biden has the public, and it's been. Everybody talks about it. Even when you look at numbers, the public perception is he didn't have a good presidency.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the public So if it is what you're saying, going out there and say, look at the facts, pound the facts. Every time you get on the podcast, just to remind you, we gave a da-da-da-da, and this is what our numbers is. Hold on.
No, before I want to add up because we missed that. That student loan forgiveness, they did it.
No, but they didn't promote it as much as they should have.
No, that's what.
Oh my god, that was garbage.
They did it. They
no,
did
but
it.
that's what I'm saying. Listen,
Go ahead.
Even when
I'm
okay,
in
sorry.
my closing.
Oh, you're closing. Oh, my bad.
In this closing argument, don't cut them off. Don't cut them
My
off.
bad.
I'm in my closing. I get y'all closings. And that's what I'm saying. Pound that. I know they gave out student loans. I know they came out of an economic plan when COVID happened, and they pumped $1.9 trillion into the economy, whatever the case would be. Pound the fact that inflation isn't something that's centric to the spike that happened in inflation, isn't centric to the U.S., that it actually happened worldwide. Actually, the U.S. is one of the lower people hit by inflation compared to other countries. Other countries have higher rates of inflation because everyone was hit by the pandemic. Pound the fact that, we recovered. It took us only 6 months to recover, and now we're steady. And pound the fact that, guess what? Y'all always talk about Trump had record highs in his financial markets. Just so you know, we have the same highs right now. It just took us a while to get here. We're going to continue that growth. Like, pound that fact. Like, you have to. We are a society. We're a microwave society. You know what I'm saying? You can't say go do the research or go out there and do whatever. You got to come out there with one-liners. You got to come out there and have strong answers in interviews. Be confident. Don't flip-flop. Don't seem like you're wavering. Be tough. Like, that's the thing that she's missing. And then once she's able to do that, then people will come and be more attracted to her. To me, I like to think of good in people. I don't think that people just hating on somebody because she's a woman. It might exist. I'm just
You see, look at the word he's using.
No,
it might exist. That's like saying there's good people on both sides. Come on, bro. It exists. It's okay to say it exists.
What's the rules on somebody closing? You're not supposed to interrupt them, right? What's the?
Yes, listen.
My bad.
Listen,
hold on.
listen, hold on. Not only
taking
that,
a long time to close.
Not only that, she's Haitian American. She also just became a lawyer.
Yeah.
So she it should be like
is there a rule against objections in the? Can you just? I could just.
Can't object.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Can't note it on record. She
But-
said
but-
you can't object during someone's
But
closing.
it's not socially accepted. Let me close.
Okay.
God.
Wrap it up.
But what I'm saying is, or what I was trying to say, you almost made me lose my train of thought. What I'm saying is, she needs to pound the fact that she did all these things. Tell people in these one-liners that she's able and she's capable to do these things. Me, myself, this is me talking from little old me out of the 350 Americans who can vote. Just me, myself.
350
million.
Oh, you said million. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you did just say
And
50.
you just said 350 voters. I'm like, what the hell? Only 350
There's 350 million people that can vote in the U.S., right? Me, myself, I like to think the best in people before they try to prove me wrong. So if someone's telling me the reason why I'm not voting for Kamala Trump is because of what she did to black men. The reason why I'm not voting for her because I don't think she has a strong economic plan. The reason why I'm not voting for her is because will the rest of the world take her seriously, and would Russia, China, all these other foreign countries just run over her because they're gonna feel as though she's weak, because they do look at women as inferior, and they're gonna try us more because they have a woman in place. Is she gonna be prepared for that? She's not been someone who's been good on foreign policy, and then also she hasn't given me any example as she can handle the border and all these other things. So I get it. If someone's telling me that's their reasons for not voting for somebody, I have to take it at their word. Who am I to say they're a liar? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I've been seeing. So all I'm saying is she need to go and pound on those things and don't assume that black people going to vote for her. She needs to go on the Breakfast Club Now,
Well, she's supposed to be sitting down with Charlamagne the God soon.
man, she need to be on the Breakfast Club, not sit down with Charlamagne the God. People gonna think that's a, how you call it?
Conflict of interest or whatnot.
Not a conflict of interest.
Safe interview.
Safe and what is scripted?
A scripted interview. Yeah.
Oh, don't cut this out. No, it need to be a live interview to where they asking her questions and she answering like off the spot. You know what I mean?
She did that on The View though.
Yeah, she did.
But she need to do more. We talking about black men.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
What black men watch The View?
That's true.
If I was her, man, you tripping. I would have been on Breakfast Club.
You know she was on All the Smoke.
I would have been on All the Smoke. I would have been on.
No, she did All the Smoke.
Know what I'm saying?
She was on Howard Stern.
I would have been on every single trending hip hop one because that's what all the black males gonna be listening to.
And I think to the point, that's what DJ Envy said from the Breakfast Club was like, you should be going around the circuit and doing these different things.
Man,
and he kind of upset that he's supposed to be on there.
Timmy, before you start yours, it's crazy. It's crazy how you can know somebody all their life, grow up in the same house, same neighborhood, have the same parents, and just finding out that they're Republican. Because he did a smart lawyership, right? Because am I wrong, lawyer? We just correct. They allow for the who closes.
Both people close
No, who closes? Who gets?
The prosecution closed
first, and then the defendant.
and then the prosecution gets a rebuttal.
Yeah, right. So that is the reason why I say that. That's advantage for the prosecutor because again, they can come and sell you on the last thing you heard. He came out here and list all the great things that she did, and then at the last minute, he flipped all the negative things about her.
How did I flip the negative things?
You just went through, your last statement was about all the negative thing that people think about her. You started off on this long thing about what's the facts, and then at the last minute you change. I'm just shocked that you could be who you want. I'm just shocked. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, Tim.
Excuse me, no. Can we
Go ahead, Tim.
Judge? Can you? Was there not anything that I just said? I asked. I said what she need to do in order to get engaged with black men. Right.
Let me ask you a question. What did you hear? It's not what you said, or not why you were saying it. It's what you said. The last thing I hear out your mouth is the negative thing about her.
What negative thing I said?
You talking about they think that she's gonna be weak as a leader because they're inferior. You just went and list all the things about her. Did you not? That was the last thing you said. So if I didn't hear anything else from you, the last words I heard from you was negative. My bad, dog. Tim, you look at that. Tell me about the trip. Let's go ahead. Go ahead. Tim.
I'm not about to trip for anything.
Forget Plies. They need to put you in the Democratic Party, man. Western Plies.
I think for myself to close out real quick, I'm not gonna be as long winded as my good friend over there. But I think for us to get to the point where we feel comfortable, black men feel comfortable in electing Kamala Harris as our next president, there's some things she needs to do. She has to work on her image. She has to talk a little bit about more. I believe the Democrats are not toting their own horns, right? They're not tooting. There you go. Tooting. They're not tooting their own horns enough. When all those things happen, we should have been saying, hey, you know how many student loans been, we did close to $1 billion worth of student loans been forgiven. You know what that means? Me as a black person, I know a lot of black people loans who did get forgiven. So why not go out and talk about these things that are going on? We're so focused on how we're not like Trump, it make me believe that can't be your only message, right? And that's my only thing with her. I'm going to vote for her regardless because she aligned with a lot of things I want to do, not just educationally, financially, and everything else, but why not sell that a little bit more? Black men are looking for a reason not to vote for you. They're ready to want to vote for you because you're a woman, right? They're very want to look for you because they feel that you hearing all these negative things and whatnot. You did this to these black people, even though you didn't do it to a lot of them. It was a small percentage of black males that got affected by her stuff when she was attorney general in California. It was not a big number, but that's still focused on the mind. So what I'm saying for her, she needs to do, just like I want to piggyback off what, Terrell saying, go out there and go to those places that appeal to these individuals and let them know, hey, this is why you should vote for me on a regular basis. Don't get out of your feelings. look at my policies, look at what we've done, look at what we accomplished, and here's what I'm going to accomplish here on forward. And when you have those hard hitting questions, just like a politician, it's scripted most of the stuff she's saying, but you got to learn how to push it in a way that it make it seem genuine. A lot of times these interviews she's having is not as genuine as I want it to be, and I'm sitting back here, or this is a script, or did they walk in here and say, these are the questions that you can answer me, and then I can be able to address them. So for me, to work on her image, whoever her publicist is, whoever people it is, and behind the Democratic Party, go out there and start toting on, look here, let me show you all the positive things that we did under the administration, and everything that she said, mostly everything that Biden put into play, she was on there. So that means that when he developed his academic plan, everybody, she was she made that decision. When it came to doing the going back to the student loan again, she was on it. When they was trying to get rid of the Obamacare, she was on it to make sure things wouldn't happen. So talk about that as opposed to, I know you want to attach yourself to Biden as well, but Biden is not popular in the eyes of most people. Talk about the things that you've done, how accomplished you are, and why we're in the state of we're because of the things that I did as VP, the things that I took the forefront of, the things that I had to fight off the Republicans to take away because I had that part. Just like they love to talk about the time when Trump was sitting in the war room with one of the generals or whatever, and they was talking about, he said, hey, let another person die and something gonna happen to you. Talk about when Paris got and say, hey, calm down, this is not gonna happen. Talk about those things to show her strength. And that's the problem with Democrats. We don't show her strength enough to make people feel comfortable to vote for her. So all I'm saying is, whoever, and nobody's probably gonna listen to me, but if you are a Democratic people, even on your page, talk about all the positive stuff that she's done so we can actually keep moving her forward.
Okay, so I just want to, for those that keep, mine's gonna be a little different. You know, I think I want to put the onus on the people. We're asking someone to do something that nobody else done. Right now, we have our mindset is we want her to do something, and you got to ask yourself why. Why is it now that you're holding her accountable, but you have not held any other government official accountable? Right? What about her that you feel that she need to do these things that you didn't require when you voted in the past? I'm not talking about the people who have not voted. I'm talking about the people who voted in the past and they chose people that did not do the things that you need, right? I understand a couple things. It could be one, that, hey, you had a bright light hit you, and now that you're going forward, you want to make a change and require that they earn your vote. That could be it. Or it can be that she's a strong black woman, and you know, if a job needs to get done, we can lean on a strong black woman. But I just hope you're not just mad because she is a strong black woman and you hate strong black women. So I just want to thank everybody for, I hope we tried our best. Some information is going to be misinformation, probably by what these two said, but we're doing our best. And these are the regular conversations that black males and everyone are having when they're in their home, when they're at the barbershop. Well, not barbershop, we don't really talk like that. We don't, but
other people talking about
other people talking about barbershop when we hanging out.
My barber Jamaican, we can't talk this.
See what I'm saying? First you talk about the Haitian, now the Jamaican, but hey, we try to do our best to have this information to let you know this is how normal people are speaking, and that although you can be related or close to someone, you can have different views and ideas about politics, religion, and everything else. And we hope that you can continue to have those conversations in a safe and understanding environment. So this your boy Dean.
Tim.
Teran.
Another episode of the Dean Office. Yo.